Oh, hello. Welcome into my workshop and welcome to the show Creations of Clay. My name is Louis Palladini, and today we're going to paint the giraffe that I made about a week or so ago. I'm going to show you how to paint that from start to finish. It's a very interesting animal and a very beautiful animal. I'll show you how to paint this in the various colors that I have here, and I'll show you which colors we're going to be using today. We have some acrylic paints. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a light brown, and then we get some darker browns, and then we're going to use black, and then we're going to use like an off-white, and we'll get started with that. The first step that we're going to do is we're going to paint the head the light brown color. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to put that right there, and what we're going to do is paint the entire head with that color. So here we go. Just want to make sure that the brush wants to work properly. That one. I'll see if I can get that going. So what we're going to do is going to paint the entire head with this light brown color. So we got that. See that? How I'm doing that? We're going to paint that nice color for the base. And then, whoop, yeah, every so often those will come apart. So. But we'll fix that right away. So we're going to paint that like that there. I want to make sure we get the see that? Yeah, it's coming along nicely. Look at that. I'm going to try to get under there as much as I can. So now we're getting the inside of the ear like that. Look at that. Really nice. And then we're going to get here. Then we got that. Look at that. Paint that all nicely. Get that all around there. I want to give it a really good base coat. Just realized we need a little more paint. So what I'm going to do is just put a little more out there. Hopefully that'll be enough. We got that. We got that. Yeah, it's coming along really nice. I really like the way that's coming along. Make sure we get okay. Just a little bit more, it'll be done. Want to just make sure it went all around. Yeah, that's good. So now We've painted that completely. See that? I did try to get underneath the top. Now we're going to take the hairdryer and we're going to dry it a little bit. That way it'll be easier for us to work with. Okay, now that that's done, just gonna wipe off my hands a little bit, get some that paint there. Just want to get rid of some of it. The next thing that we want to do is we're going to paint. We'll get a little bit of the brown color, and we're going to use that. Do take that there, put that right there. I just want to kind of check my previous model, see how I did it, and looks good. So now I'm going to take some of this brown now. And I kind of do the inside of the ears right here. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Just kind of dab it a little bit. See that, how we're doing that? Want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. And then we'll do a little bit on the top of the little knobs that are on top of the horns here. Do that. And we'll do the same thing there for the other side there. So now I'm going to dab the top of that, just like that. We'll do that. I'll show you, we're going to go all the way around, kind of dab it nicely like that. See how we did that? It's starting to come out really nice. And then another area I want to get is right about here. I'm going to do like the tip of the nose here. Can you get that? I'm going to get that right there. Look at that. Really starting to come along nicely. Roll that around. Make sure we're getting all of it. See that? It's really starting to come along nicely. The other area that I want to also do is the top of the head here. See that right there? Right about there. Okay, that's really starting to come along nicely. I do want to look at my previous model, see if I hit all the right spots the way I should have. And it appears that I did. And now, the next thing that I want to do is like I say, so now that we've done the browns, I've got this color brown, I've done that already. I've got that one. And then we're going to do another color brown, a darker brown for the eyes. So what I want to do is paint the eye right here with that brown color. See that? That's really starting to look nice. Ah, look at that. Looks nice. And then we're going to flip it over to the other side and do the same thing. Get that right there. Look at that. See how nice that looks now? We got that. The next thing that we want to do is, I'll put that brush in there, is we want to paint the eye. So now I'm going to take black for that. A little black there. And then what I'm going to do, let me just see what, so what I'm going to do is paint inside the eye here. See that? Go like that. And then we'll do the same for the other side. So I got a fine brush here. So what I want to do is stick that into where the eyeball is, right there, and rotate that around like that. See how I'm doing that? Rotate it around like that. Make sure that we got Whoops. We did that. I just realized I need to touch up something that I just did. I accidentally put some black paint there, so I'm going to go back over that with the brown. Okay, so that made it look a little better. So the next thing that I want to do is we'll paint the nostrils. I want to paint inside the nostrils here. See that? I'm going to take the black paint, take the brush, and paint inside the nostrils there. It just makes them a lot more visible because it adds depth. It looks like you get a better view of the nostrils now. Yep, just gonna a little more paint in there. See that? So we painted inside the nostrils, makes them a little easier to see. And then we got, let's see what I want to do next. So what I'm going to do is we're going to be painting the off-white. So we're going to be doing some of the stripes, and we're going to be doing some of the other areas I'll show you. I want to make sure I got the right brush. That looks like it'll be a good one. Okay, so I'll see what I did with my previous model. Okay, I did that. So now I'm going to paint like the back of the ears. Like that. Going to paint the underside here a little bit. Now I'm going to get over here. It's coming along nicely. And then we'll get a little bit of the paint here. We're going to go all the way around the horns like that. You get the front too. See that, how we're going all the way around? Just want to dab that nicely. There, so we got that. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Go all around that. See that? See how we're doing that? So I'll show you, see how we did all around the horns there? I'll rotate that so you get a better view of it. See how nice that looks? And then, I want to see what else I did here. Yeah, we're going to get around the eyes. Get a little bit around the eyes here. And then we'll do the bottom part. See how we did that? And then we'll do swing over and do the other side. We'll do over here. There. Just want to make sure I didn't forget any. I'll come back to the other eye. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any spots. It's always good to just go back and double check your work. Okay, now that we've done that, now, let me see. I'm going to take a different brush this time. I want to do, see what I did here. Okay. Just want to kind of get a rough idea what I did on the other one. So now we're going to, you know, this brush seems to be a little too big. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the little one here. Because I want to make some finer lines. So I want to, see what I'm doing? We'll just keep working around like that. See how nice that's beginning to look? And then we'll do right around here. See how nice that's beginning to look right there? And then right there, see that? Then we'll see how nice that effect looks. Just okay, so now we'll swing back to the other side. See how nice that looks? Really started to make, it makes a difference when you put all the paint on it and everything. And I will show you what the final version will look like. Just dry my hands a little bit from the paint. This is what the final version of the giraffe will look like. See? Some simple steps. When you break the steps down into smaller pieces, it makes things a lot easier. You can see how we did the nice eye with the black and the brown. You got the off-white. You can see how we did that in back there, how we painted around the horns. You see the nice pattern for the face. I did the underside of that one there. And that's the way the final version of your giraffe head will look like. And I do want to thank you for coming to the show Creations of Clay. And I do look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye for now. Thank you.